Hi everyone, I'm Josh from Fuchs Software. In this tutorial video, I'm going to be providing you with information and a demo on how Aid4Mail version 5 can process Mimecast SJF format exports that would normally be downloaded from a Mimecast FTP server. Most likely you already know that the exports from the FTP server include many zipped files that contain a large folder structure, and all of the emails from each email account in the export are mixed together. If you have many gigabytes or even terabytes of data from the Mimecast export, this can seem like a daunting task, but don't worry, Aid4Mail 5 is here to relieve your stress and make it easy to reorganize all of the email accounts. Here's how Aid4Mail 5 can help you process the Mimecast data. Firstly, it can access the zipped files in their native format. This means you don't need to unzip all the files, and that's going to save you a lot of time. Next, Aid4Mail can process and reorganize all the emails for each email account into separate folders. The parent folder containing all the emails has the email address as the folder name. Also, Aid4Mail can parse through all the Mimecast data only once to reorganize all the emails. Lastly, Aid4Mail has the functionality to create multiple sessions in the interface to convert all the emails from each email address to a separate PST file. Just to make it clear that support of the Mimecast SJF format is only available in the Aid4Mail 5 Enterprise license. So now let's go to the demo on how Aid4Mail can process a Mimecast export downloaded from an FTP server. Okay, first let's take a look at the Mimecast folder structure. It's going to pull up an image. Here's how the folder structure should look for the Mimecast export once you've downloaded it from the FTP server. As you can see here, you'll have multiple zipped files like up here and down here. Inside each of the zipped files, you'll have this fairly large folder structure with all the emails saved in these folders here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and A, B, C, D. I've been able to recreate this folder structure for this demo, so we don't have to do a humongous conversion. So here we have the same kind of structure. The zipped files inside of each of the zipped files is the same folder structure that I just showed you. So let's close that. And now we'll just open up Aid4Mail version 5 using the Enterprise license. Normally I like to always change my session name so that if I ever need to go back and look through the project and the logs for the conversion, you can find it easily. Under source, we're going to select the Mimecast SJF format under archival formats. And then under the location, we're going to have where the Mimecast data is located, so under the unorganized folder. For our target, we're going to use the format EML, and then we're going to have to select where we want to save all the emails that are going to be processed. So we're going to put them in that Mimecast reorganized folder. Under the folder structure, we have to use a template, so we're going to use the use a template option, and then our folder structure template, we're going to use the email account token. I can just show you guys quickly how to put that in. So under Insert, Email Section Tokens, you can then select the email account token. Now we do have to modify this just a little bit to make it a little bit better for your Mimecast export, so that you make sure that you're only getting emails being saved for email accounts that belong to your organization. So inside of the email account token, right after the T in account, we can just add a colon and then a wildcard and then the domain. And so this now tells Aid4Mail that only save and create a folder for email accounts that have the enron.com domain. Next, under file name, we can just use MD5 signature. If you want, you can also change it to FNV-1A. Using this option did provide the fastest speeds for processing when we did our testing, so you can also select this one. But now after we've just set a couple of those settings, we're already ready to go, so we can just up here and click on Run. And Aid4Mail is now going to initialize. It's going to look at the folder, and then it's going to start processing all the emails. And we can already actually go down and take a look at the Mimecast reorganized folder. So here's the folder, and as you can see, Aid4Mail is already creating a separate folder for each email account with the enron.com domain. And then inside each of these folders is again where the emails are saved for that email account. So for this one, there's already 2 emails in here. And basically, if Aid4Mail comes across an email with, say, 5 different email addresses in the header that have the enron.com address, Aid4Mail will then save that email 5 times in each folder for that email address. So yeah, Aid4Mail can really help you with reorganizing the Mimecast emails. And then after that, you can then use Aid4Mail again to convert from these different folders for each email account to, say, PST files. And so we'll go through that right now. Okay, so now let me show you guys the functionality in Aid4Mail to be able to convert each of these folders inside of this Mimecast reorganized to its own PST file. So if we open up Aid4Mail, we have our session from before, but we're going to change it up a bit. First, we're going to open up the source, and we're going to select the EML format under local mailbox formats, and we're going to put in the location, so the Mimecast reorganized. But then after that, we're going to add this wildcard asterisk. So we'll put the wildcard there, and that's going to assist us here once we go down to target. Our target, we want to do PST file, and then under the PST file location here, we'll put in Mimecast in PST, and then we'll put that asterisk wildcard again, and then .pst. So this tells Aid4Mail that for each folder in this Mimecast reorganized folder, create a PST file and save the emails in that PST file. Under location, we have the base location. So this is the base folder where all the emails will be saved in the PST file. Folder structure can be the same as the source folder structure. And now, once we're ready to do that, we can open up to show session list down here. And now we're able to have multiple sessions. And basically, what we have to do is click on duplicate. And Aid4Mail will now create a session for each folder inside the Mimecast reorganized folder with the settings all updated so that we can just run the conversion. So as you can see here, we have now each of these is an individual session with the different users' email account here. So the folder in the Mimecast reorganized, and then here saving to a PST file here. So now what we can do is we can click on the first session, and we can first go to options and to sessions. And here under multiple sessions, we can decide on how many we want to run at the same time. So for this, we can just keep it at 3. That's okay. We'll keep it at 3, and then we'll just close that out. And then now to fully automate this, we can just click on Run All. And basically, Aid4Mail will start processing the email accounts each session 3 at a time. So let's click on that. And as you can see, it initializes the first 3. And then once it's successful, it starts going through the next ones. And so now we can just minimize Aid4Mail and go into the Mimecast and PST folder. And here you have all the PST files being created for each email account as shown here. And basically Aid4Mail will now just go through this list until all of the sessions have been completed. And of course, if there's any issues or anything, Aid4Mail will provide that information. You'll have error log, but you have the progress log as well, showing you all the statistics, as well as here on the progress tab. So there you go. Using an Aid4Mail version 5 enterprise license makes it super easy to reorganize the Mimecast archive per email account without needing to unzip all the files, and it provides you with this really easy way to convert each email account to its own PST file or another supported format. If you have any questions, just get in touch with us, and thanks. Have a great day.